Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. This week we are building an Art Deco High School. We just had the release of the new high school years expansion pack, and I knew right away that I wanted to build a high school with this expansion pack. And I may have gotten a little excited and started this early. Okay, I did. We are in Brindleton Bay right now. I'm just getting things laid out, getting the floor plan going, and then we're gonna do a switch over pretty soon into Copperdale, the new world. So if you see some lighting changes and color changes, that's why. So yeah, I got a little excited, started this early, and you may also notice this is starting to be a bigger build. This is going to be a pretty big high school. This is a 2-story high school, and I've decided to break this down into 2 parts. So this week we are just doing the floor plan, getting that laid out. We're going to work on the exterior and the landscaping, and this is a little bit shorter video, but it was surprising how much I actually did cut out because all the decorative elements took a really, really long time. And I will say, so yes, this is a big high school, and I plan for the inside, the interior. We're going to keep all the essentials on floor number 1. So if you don't want your students running up and down the stairs, you could delete all the rooms upstairs. You could block off the stairs and then just keep them to the ground floor. But if you've seen my other videos, you know I like to build things on the bigger side, and I like to build things realistically. So for me, having a teeny tiny school, I just wasn't satisfied with that being my first school. If you guys want to see a smaller school, let me know, because I'm totally up for building another school, and if you want something smaller, I would be up for the challenge. So I am so excited about this expansion. So as a builder, okay, obviously I said we're doing an Art Deco high school. Art Deco is like one of my all-time favorite styles of architecture, and we're getting a decent amount of Art Deco items build and buy with this expansion. And I'm excited more so about the exterior build items because we really haven't had any Art Deco inspired build items. We've had like a door and a window here and there, and then that's been kind of it. So it's been a little sad. So I'm super excited about this. And then I figured this was the perfect time to talk about Art Deco since, hey, it's my favorite style and maybe you will learn something new. I'm super excited. So Art Deco was a art and architectural movement that found its beginnings in France in the early 1900s. It wasn't really until the 20s that the style became popular. In 1925, the style made its debut at the International Exhibition of Modern Decorative and Industrial Art in Paris, France. And then this is really when interest in this movement grew. Art Deco was a style that was designed to be something new and different. It was a style that was meant to break away from the previous traditional styles of architecture. Art Deco used not only traditional building materials, but it used newer and modern building materials such as stucco, stainless steel, concrete, aluminum. These new advances in construction materials, such as stronger steel, reinforced concrete, and plated glass, led to the development of some of the most iconic Art Deco buildings of the day, the American skyscraper. Some of the most well-known of these Art Deco skyscrapers were the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and the Rockefeller Center. This style really focused on decorative elements, and it definitely put an emphasis on luxury and glamour. So you'll find strong lines, geometric shapes, zigzags, triangles, bold colors. It also featured beautiful motifs of plants, flowers, animals, sun rays. Even though this was meant to be a newer style of architecture, the style also took a lot of inspiration from other cultures and architecture from around the world. But you'll probably notice there's a little bit more influence taken from ancient Egypt. And I think a big reason for this was that in 1922, Howard Carter discovered, or I should say, rediscovered the tomb of Tutankhamun. And this discovery was huge. And the whole world was excited about this. And I think that's a big reason why you find a lot of these Egyptian influences. Like you'll find a lot of papyrus. You'll find papyrus influences on the interior and the exterior of these builds. And I love that nod to ancient Egypt because I am a huge ancient Egypt fan, and I love those little elements that are like thrown in there. I just think it's super cool. So this was the first part of the movement, and then in 1929, the Great Depression began. So the skyscrapers kind of continued to be built in through the 30s, but then this luxe glamorous phase began to die out, and then this is when the next phase began. And hello, streamline and modern. So this style was very different from the first style. So buildings lost that very luxurious and glamorous element to them, and they focused more on long, sleek lines, rounded edges. This style took a lot of inspiration from the aerodynamics of transportation, such as cars, trains, planes, boats, ocean liners. I mean, some of the buildings will look a lot like an actual boat, even incorporating circular windows that look like portholes. So yeah, this is very different from the first phase. And then something else that was also introduced at this point was glass block windows, which I'm very sad to say did not come with this expansion. This would have been perfect timing with the curved walls. Flynn? Excuse me. Somebody doesn't want to be here anymore. Do you not like glass block windows? I do have a love-hate relationship with them. I think they are really awesome, and at the same time, I kind of hate them. I don't know, but I really wish we would have got those with this expansion. That would have looked so good on curved walls, so good. But I am really happy that they introduced some curved windows to this expansion that actually like nicely go around the curves. I did not include any curves into this building, you may notice. So I was going for the more of the first phase of Art Deco, and we will do some streamlined modern in the future. And then I should say, so this style wasn't popular for very long. So like I said, it got popular in like around the mid-20s, and then it only lasted through like the 40s, which is sad. It's really sad because I really, especially the first phase, I'm in awe by the first phase of the craftsmanship that went into these builds and the details, and it is just, it's amazing. It's so amazing. If you have a chance and you're not familiar with the earlier phase of the style, which I'm sure you are because this is a very popular style, I mean, even all the way down to this day, if you haven't looked into things, look into them, look into the interior, and it's just, I don't even have the words for it. It's just amazing. It's so beautiful. And then these skyscrapers with all the details, even on the exterior, we don't have architecture like this anymore. It's so sad. It's so sad. So, well, I enjoy looking at the old architecture. It's my favorite. But about the build. So, as you can see, this is big. It's really, really big. And it took a while even just to do landscaping. And I wanted there to be some outdoor spaces. So we have an area that's going to be in the back here so that the students can go outside and eat or just take a break, get some fresh air. We have that nice entryway area that students can sit out around the tree, because I always like bringing nature into my builds, even if it has to be this big concrete building or this just big building. I like to bring in those natural elements. But this is, like I said, this is a shorter video, so we're going to start to wrap things up because we're getting towards the end. Thank you once again so much for being here. Don't forget to give us a like. If you're not already subscribed, turn on those notifications, and you'll get notified when part 2 of this series comes out. You do want to stick around and see the interior. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thanks so much again for being here. We hope you have a great week, and we will see you next week, everyone. Bye!
It's like we're running in circles, going around every day, getting stuck in the hurdles of yesterday. Don't you wanna go further, away from the fray? Let's not get stuck in our worries, we'll make our own way. Won't you come outside where the sunflowers bloom? Breathe in the air, look up to the moon. I'll meet you outside, away from the crowd, just you and me together. It will all seem better outside, just us in the sky. I will go wherever, I'll be yours forever. Are we part of this circus? Is it innate? Feels like a heavy burden, but I can't relate. Do our actions even matter? Or is this our fate? At least now I'm feeling better, I know I'm here to stay.